Hello and welcome to another episode of GameHammer Live. I hope you're having a good evening. It's the day where we raid the tombs with the tomb raiding. Oh yes, so I'm just setting up for that and hopefully all is going to work very nicely compared to last night where it just sort of didn't. What can we say? Well, the controls are on. There we go. So, I'm going to jump over this so I can actually talk to you properly. We've got some fun and games tonight because we are, of course, raiding tombs, which means we have to kick some butts. And we had an interesting evening last night with LA Noire. Let's see if we can have an interesting evening tonight with Lara Croft. I hope you're all having a good evening. Let's have a quick look in the chat to see who's here. We have Sir Patrick Furlong and Melody Cat, who predicts 395,492,000,000. No, not billion. You got me. Haha. 395,492,928 deaths. 999,492,429 cases of running around in circles. 935 cases of moaning about the game mechanics. And Jenny's train's out on a pear tree. Yes. We have Martin Vegas asking for a clown horn. I could do the one because Jen is asleep. There you go. An extra one just because I like you. Miller Watson says, hello all, tonight I'm still mostly sunburned. Who needs Europe when you can have a wonderful British summer? If we have a wonderful British summer, please do tell me. We're getting XP score. I know, I don't know how to get rid of them. I've got moderation activity, reactions, timestamps. That's all I've got to see. I don't have any options for turning the bloody things off. I just don't get it. So Dave Holloway's here as well, saying hello, evening everyone. Hope all are well. Yes, doing pretty good. I know that James put a thing in the chat yesterday on how to sort it out, but it's not yesterday, it's today now. And I can't remember. Oh dear. I don't think anything could be like yesterday unless we find out Jenny's the main villain in Tomb Raider 2. You never know. I don't know what she was doing back when Tomb Raider 2 was being created. I could actually be married to the villain. It's a possibility. It's an unlikely possibility, but it is a possibility. Hello, Retro Rambles. How you doing? For Room Tater. If we have to track down and nick a dodgy automated vacuum cleaner, is it Roomba Raider? That was bad, wasn't it? That was so bad. Let me plug in my headphones while you all recover from the lack of mirth from that joke. And PM Motorsport Trains is here as well. How you doing, man? Okay, let's do this. For those of you who aren't sure what I do with the every time I put my headphones on, it's because they've got written in them right and left, so I know which way around they're supposed to be. I just thought I'd mention that. Melody says she approves of Tomb Raider. Yes. You wish your cat's fleas would go away. I'm not a big fan of that flea stuff on flea collars because I'm not entirely sure it's good for the cat's skin. It does tend to leave a bare piece of skin under the fur. But a little drop of flea removal lotion on the back of their neck seems to do wonders. You put Advocate on Melody. Yeah, something like that. That's what I used to use with Fred. But if they've got them, you've also got to hoover not just the carpet, but the furniture and the curtains as well. They can hide in fabric. Awful stuff. But good luck, man, because it's not a good situation and it's hard to get rid of. So good luck. Here we go. We're going in for the raiding of the tombs in the Toomey raiding. Yes. And we've got the Sonky machine going. There we go. So, if I sit here, why am I off screen when I was perfectly on screen before? Give me 1 second. Where is my screen monitor thingy-majig? Right, let me just move. Oh, goodness sake. Right, I'm going to fiddle with this for a second. There. Now if I sit here, yeah, I'm actually on the bloody screen like I'm supposed to be. There we go. Not advocar. Advocate, not advocar. Advocar is, well, you can try it, but it won't get rid of the fleas. There we go. Let's do this. We're going in for the game. In Bartoli's hideout. I don't remember being in the Bartoli hideout, but here we go. It's still weird to think that we're over a third of the way through this entire collection. Oh! Now we're here. Yeah, I remember where we are now. Okay. Why did we stop here last time? I can't remember. Well, right. Well, we shot some dudes, so let's have a look around. Going to fiddle with this for a second. GameHammer After Dark. Yes, it's not quite that, but I was. Oh, of course. Yes, it was Bluebell Railway. I was like hours away from getting in the car and going to the railway. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, my dad was coming round to deal with the house, and we were packing up and leaving. It was a bit hit and miss as to whether we were going to be there on time as well. No joke. We arrived at Rapido for a visit late because that's how close the wire everything was. Oh yeah, we're going up here, aren't we? Yes, we're trying to get up there. Let's have a look around. Right, can we get onto this? This is what we need. Right, let's do this. Okay, we have Star Trek Adventures tomorrow. Yes, we do. We're visiting Deep Space Nine. Oh, we have to get on the chandelier. Which for some reason my brain went, I think it's called a chandelier. And it's like, no brain, it's not. My brain is a bit thick sometimes. I have to remind it of words and how they work. Right, let's do this. They're a great funny thing to open proceedings with. Oh dear. Grab. Yes, there we go. Right, we're getting somewhere now. Okay. Oh, come on, how did I miss that? It won't involve you nuking anything. Oh, I've got a little bit in the script because I work out the adventures beforehand. I've got a little bit in there just for nukeable, stuff. Don't worry. Or at least we might not be nuking this week, but there is a nukeable part of it. Yeah, I might reload in a minute. I'm going to try out and see what this does. Let's do this. There we go. Right. I was not expecting that. Certainly wasn't expecting that. Okay. Right, let's see if I can get up there. Might involve you. You can't beam the James into the sun. It's not pleasant. You won't like it. That's a key or something in there, isn't it? Right, let's see if I jump over there and then try and grab. Nope, that won't work. Almost worked, but didn't. Right, let's get the Tomb Raider death count up for the addition of a numpty. There we go. We're numpty in the night away. We like to numpty night and day. When we numpty, we say yay. 'Cause we numpty the night away. Why numpty? Because I knew it wouldn't bloody work and I did it anyway. No, it's in me. Have they changed her swimsuit colour a little bit? I'm pretty sure it was slightly darker in the last game than it is now. It's more like a turquoise outfit this time. Or maybe it's just the lighting in this area making it look different. Because the rest of her clothes look about the same. Alright, here we go. Jump. There we go. There we go. Right. So that's open. I do like the music. It's really nice. So I hope you've all been having a good day. I've been working in the office all day. It's not as bad in terms of heat at the moment, so that's nice. Later on I get to do some more editing, which is going to be interesting because I can't be bothered. It's been a long week. I'm not against admitting that. Actually, sometimes I just want a night off. Right, no, don't load. What I want to do actually is save. There we go. Okay, I'm going to save again just in case because I think I might have accidentally broken that, but never mind. Right, here we go. Right, let's try and do this again. Right. Oh, look at that. There we go. Ta-da! There we go. So that worked out nicely. So now we're going to jump further up. No, Laura! Laura! Get it on the thing. The key to Jenny's train basement. She doesn't have a train basement. Or at least she hasn't told me about the train basement. Ooh. Right, let's do this. Jump and grab. No. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Can I walk through? Yep. So, the chain for the chandelier isn't actually there in game terms, which is much easier for me to work out. That's good. Right, let's go over here and walk out one bit. Jump, grab. Oh, there we go. Right, what's up here? Oh, there is something up here. I actually only took the guns out just because there might be. I didn't realise there actually was. Huh, okay. How do you know she hasn't secretly had a basement made for the Monday Club After Dark while you're doing Retro Request Night? Well, I work here. I spend 23 hours a day in this room. Not quite. But certainly in this house. I would notice if someone was doing work. What are they doing? Waiting for the 1 hour a day that I wander off somewhere else? What's up here? It's interesting that we can go up here. I don't think there is anything, but it's interesting that we can. Actually, hang on. Hold on. Look at... There is something over there. Hi, Spartan Space Chicken. How you doing? Jump and land. Yeah. Okay, this is interesting. There are extra bits. What's over here? What the frick? There's just a dude in the roof. What the hell's roof dude doing? There's a guy in the roof and he's just standing around waiting for me. The developers programmed a guy into the game who is going to hide in a roof and beat me up when I go and check what's up there. She does it while I'm working, so I don't realise. They stuck a dude in a roof. Actually, before we go any further, let's have a look out these windows. You have chilled malted milk biscuits. Cool. Long day, we just found out that Wingman's favourite place to eat is to close next week. He's not happy. Unfortunately, things change. The world does not stay the same. Kind of wish it did, but it doesn't. It's not nice. So I understand, Wingman. It's not a pleasant experience when stuff like that happens. But just gotta remember the fun times and find somewhere new. That's all you can do. Learning to cope with change is unfortunately part of growing up. Sad but true. Says the woman surrounded by retro. You can make a valiant effort against it, but change will happen. Trying to explain that to a severe autism is hard. Yes, I can imagine. Losing something you're comfortable with isn't easy for neurotypical people. So, I can imagine for someone who kind of requires a... I'm speaking out of turn here to a certain extent, but kind of requires structure and things to not change. I can imagine it's not going to be pleasant at all. But you have my sympathy, man. Because, let's face it, I think we all get it. Have we not done any of the stuff I thought we'd done? Right, I found a key. And I've just wondered... We haven't, have we? Interesting. Right, I'm going to... So we're going to have to come back and do this bit as well. You know that feeling all too well? It's not easy to cope. Yeah, I can imagine, man. You all have my sympathies. You really do. Alright, let's do this. I need to get back over there. Is she in the right place? Let's try. So, by the way, since we did the Venice level, and I was talking about how I thought it was Tomb Raider 3 because I played that level and enjoyed it back in the day on the PC with PC Action and the Tomb Raider demo, or is it PC format? I can't remember. Plus the Fifth Element demo. I had a look online, and the Fifth Element is such a rare PS2 game. Sorry, not PS2. PS1 game that CEX don't even have a listing for it. It's also one of the worst games on the PS1. It's has an average score from reviews at the time of 2.7 out of 10. So naturally, I'm now going to have to look it up and try and find it so I can play it. You have it. The Fifth Element game. Cool. I'm thinking of picking a copy up. You know, just for old time's sake. It wasn't very good on PC either. Funnily enough, the PC version has a higher rating. But I can only put that down to PC gamers being more tolerant of crap. With the crap that we all coded ourselves and tried to pass off as decent. How do I get over to that? This is going to be difficult to get over there, isn't it? Patrick can send it to me. Patrick can keep his own copy, man. Come on. Speaking of games, though, that I did get a copy. I have a game called Subculture, and I managed to get the CD of it because I had the full box game back on CD back in the day, but somehow during all of my moving around for university and all that, I lost it. But I still have the box, so I managed to get a CD to replace it, which is cool. Yona feels terrible because she knows how much she likes it. There's a combination of dwindling customers and some racial abuse problems. Oh, racism is just like... I'm sorry, but what the frick, man? I just don't get it. I maybe it's me being naive to some of the issues, but I just don't understand racism. I just really don't. The idea that, oh, these people don't look like me, therefore the bad thing. Dude, no one looks like you unless you're a bloody clown or potentially an identical twin. And I'm pretty sure most of the racists aren't either of those. It's just, I just don't get racism. So what? They look a bit different. Oh no! How will you cope? If people don't like people for not looking the same as them, then don't leave your house because no one looks like you and no one would want to. Everyone wants to look like themselves, surely. Well, apart from people that have got severe self-esteem issues. That's not the point. But I just don't get it. And all those arseholes that we used to hear, oh, they're coming here and taking our jobs. I'm sorry, guy, but if you can be replaced that easily by someone who doesn't have friends in the country, hardly speaks the language, and has references that are from abroad, therefore probably can't be checked, and they can still take your job from you, then either you're really bad at your job or your employer's a dickhead who's abusing immigrants to pay cheaper labour. Do you really want to work for someone like that? Because I wouldn't. But mostly they're not taking jobs. It's like you're not doing your job most of the time. That's right. What just happened? Oh bloody hell! If you cut us, we all bleed the same colour. Exactly, Glenn Scott. But please don't cut me. I've met some racists over the years, because of course I have. I think we all have, and I just don't understand them. I seriously just don't. It's like, dude, come on, just get your life together and stop hating on other people. Absolutely stupid, man. I just fell from a high height. I did, because I did a numpty. But yeah, I just don't get racist. Grow up, man, guys. Come on. We all just want to. Here's the thing. I've travelled a lot, and I've been a lot of places for work, and just because I went on holiday or travelled. And one thing I've noticed out of all of it is that we all want the same thing. Doesn't matter where you're from. This is serious. I don't care who you are, what you do, where you're from. We all want the same thing. We want to come home from a hard day's work, or as easy a day's work as we can get away with, because let's face it, why wouldn't you? And make sure that our family are okay. And we'd like our children to have a better life than we had. And it doesn't matter where you're from, what your background is, we all want the same thing. You want your family to be okay, and you want a good life for them. People don't change that much wherever you are. And if you think that you're better than someone who's willing to leave behind everything they've ever known and go to a foreign country to work damn hard, probably underpaid for what they're doing as well, then you're a dickhead, essentially, because you're saying that because they're not from there, they don't deserve as good a life as you deserve. I just don't understand it. I just don't get it. Retro Rambo says, I work from home and go to the office 1 day a week. A quarter of my work day is stroking or feeding and playing with your cat. If I miss a Teams call or a Teams message, I say I was just using the toilet. That is a good way to do it, yes. Last week I get on the bus to go into town. Someone asks if you're disabled. I say, what's it to you? They said, you're disabled. You're not allowed to leave your home. What? Yeah, unfortunately, there are some very, very stupid people. And we can't account for stupid, because they're always inventing new ways to be stupid. It's very annoying. The moment you've patched out the last bit of stupid, they come and invent some more. Bloody annoying. You can't keep up with the latest versions of stupid. Oh dear. Ridiculous. You're disabled, you're not allowed to leave your home. Like, who the hell? What? What colour's the sky on their planet? Right, we're down. Okay, there we go. Right, we've got that. Okay. Your experience, people who complain about taking jobs, the same people who don't want to do those jobs because they think they're too good for them. Yeah, that's the other thing that I was going to talk about, but for some reason didn't. They're a bit weird, aren't they? You think, oh, they can't have those jobs. They're taking British jobs from British people. We'll go and do that job. But no, I can't do it. I'm too good for that. I worked hard. I think, okay, well, they worked hard and they're willing to do it, so fuck off. I just don't get racism. It's just stupid. Like, tribal stuff. We should have left that behind. We should have left that behind about 5,000 or 6,000 years ago. Seriously. 5,000 or 6,000 years ago. When we started building cities, the tribal thing should have been left behind, because that's from the past. We've moved on. And they're still trying to fight those battles. Ridiculous. The woman who got Amelia from, who brought Melody and my masseuse came from Lithuania. Does it as her own business, and she does a great job. Yeah, there you are. Willing to do a hard job, and let's face it, traveling all over the place all the time, and being a masseuse is a hard job. It's a talented one as well. It's a definite skill, and they do it. Why not? There we go. Move that open, so that's open now. Oh, is this where we use the key? We've got a key. Is this where we use it? Ooh. Yes, library key. There we go. I'm always Alright, we'll just kill this guy. I'm always impressed with people who can learn English, because it's a bloody stupid language. we've got more words in our language than any other language. It's ridiculous. Like the Oxford English Dictionary, if you see not the concise one, if you see the full one, it's like 16 volumes. I have a complete dictionary for French, German, Russian. I've got 3 bloody stupidly large dictionaries because I collect languages to a certain extent. It's one of my hobbies, and all of those are one massive volume. English has 16 volumes. Why? Why would you do that for a language? It's just ridiculous. So anyone who can learn English after they've learned something else, fair dues to them. In Holland, they show English shows with subs, no dubs. They are one of the most fluent English speakers in Europe because of it. Yeah. Holland's actually Holland's also freaking racist, by the way. There's a lot of them that are very, very racist. I've noticed that. They're a lot like us, shall we say, in culture-wise. There we are. So, apparently I didn't kill that guy the first time round. Let's use the medipack. I'm not saying they're all racist. I'm saying that there is a fair amount of don't come here culture in Holland. Especially regarding booze cruisers from England looking for drugs. Yes. Holland doesn't want you. Can't blame them. We didn't want you either. I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say that, but it's true. If all you're doing is drugs, then we don't want you either. Let me just... I'm going to get so cancelled for the crap I'm saying today, aren't I? But it's true. Like, if all you're doing... Like, I get the legalisation effort. I understand. Mostly because if we're going to have people that are going to do it anyway, we might as well make sure they're protected and regulated and taxed. So legalise to a certain extent. Like not all of them, not all the drugs, but the ones that people are using a lot. I can understand that, even though I'll never use them, and they give me a freaking headache every time I smell the bloody stuff. Oh dear. So I can understand the legalise and tax side of things, but just because it's legal in Holland doesn't mean you should go there and get it. You're getting in their way, you know? And I can understand them being annoyed about it. When you visited China, I found some folk who spoke better English than people who've been here since Stonehenge was a new build. I love that. The idea of Stonehenge being a new build, because I can just imagine all the NIMBYs back in the day complaining about it and saying, no, we don't want any of this newfangled architecture. Mud huts and living in a hole in the floor, that was good enough for my grandfather, and it's good enough for me. And then it comes through anyway, and it turns out they use it and they like it. Because that's what happens with all these things. The problem with weed is the mental health problems that it can trigger. Yeah! Not enough people talk about that, the effects that it can have. Paranoia is a big side effect. If you use, especially the hard stuff, paranoia becomes a big thing. It does change your brain. And so many people are like, oh, it's perfectly harmless. It's not. No chemical that you put into yourself is perfectly harmless. None of them. Give me a second, I'll just deal with this guy. Still bloody Phantom of the Opera here. No chemical that you put into your body is completely harmless. They all have side effects. That's why the medication I take has such a large list of side effects. Because you're putting chemicals in your body. It's as simple as that. There's so many times where one of the things that you can do to check that someone actually needs medication is to take them off it and see if the problem is still there. Because a lot of the time we're on things that... Oh, lemons again. Cool. A lot of the time we end up just taking stuff that we no longer need. Because we've always taken it. So many times I've seen that. The underlying problem has gone, but you've been taking these tablets for so long that you've got side effects that you take other tablets for. And you just keep taking stuff. Because the doctor never told you to stop. I've seen that a lot. It can trigger schizophrenia. I don't know about trigger, but it can certainly exacerbate it and make you more likely to actually have it if you were prone to it. But then again, I'm not an expert. If I'm wrong, I'm happy to be corrected. So there we are. Would it be concrete henge if it were a new build? Oh, it would be some weird looking thing. It would be made out of 5 strips of aluminium, a corkscrew and a budgie, and it would be an expressionist art piece on the value of English heritage. Or some crap like that. You know it. This game is tomb swimming. I know. I wouldn't want to swim in Venice. I mean, they've done a lot to clean up the water, but it's still Venice. The sewers still pump into it. Oh, that was weird. Bounced out of there. Gonna grab onto this? No. Okay, fair enough. Alright, well that's... Alright, we'll come back here in a minute, because apparently there's a bit to swim on there. I seem to be spitting opinions tonight without really thinking, don't I? As a YouTuber, that can be quite an issue, because you can end up saying something stupid out of context without thinking and getting cancelled for it. I can hear mice. I can't see mice. Are they on top of these? I'm betting they're on top of these bookshelves or something like that, aren't they? Yeah. We can climb the bookshelves? Oh, cool. That is cool. Hi, Captain Dowd. How you doing? Hello, dear friends. Just on a quick break from a group session. Wanted to say bonjour. Ah. Bonjour, monsieur. Ça va? Glad you can hear the mice. I thought they were in my house. No, I heard them. Which is weird, because losing the upper range is one of the problems that I've got, which is why I can't bloody hear people properly. Okay, there's a Phantom of the Opera that's just going to turn up at some point. And there's the spy music for... whatever. Oops. I want to climb up here. What's up here? I like that we can climb this. Rat... oh, gun. That's a rat that's been shot by a gun. Oh, rat or gun. Yes. Maybe I've selected hearing like a cat. No, I've just got certain frequencies that have just gone. This is entirely true what I'm about to tell you. I went for a hearing test, and the guy told me, right, put the headphones on, and click this clicker every time you hear the hear a noise. We're going to test for all your frequency ranges. I'm not going to tell you when to start. You'll hear a bleep, and then we'll start it. So I just sat there, waiting for it to start. And after a couple of minutes, I said to him, I'm sorry, I don't think it's working. I'm hearing nothing. Have you started yet? And he said, yes. I couldn't hear it. They started at various frequencies. It's not like low to high. I mean, they started at various frequencies. And it just happened to start with the ones I couldn't hear. Oui, ça va, c'est bien, merci. Ah, bon. Très bon. I I haven't spoken French since school. It's one of those things that you'll need it later. You'll need it, especially if you want to be a lawyer. You'll need it. No, no, I won't. You might have to speak French for European law, but you don't have to speak it in English law. This is true, by the way. The language, working language for the European legal system is French, because the French wouldn't sign up to everything unless they got their own bit of language. They love French and want to promote it, and don't think that we should be in charge of everything. So, yeah, they got French for the law, and we got a big concession on all our taxes, because that was what we preferred. They wanted language, we wanted to not spend any money. Did I see your last comment? What was it? Do you know Tessa and all over the house time travelled and directed operations to build Stonehenge in exchange for tea? She didn't. She didn't. She used it as a tax dodge. She used it as a tax dodge to help her get more Doctor Who DVDs. Right, can I move across here? Oh, I really thought that would work. I genuinely thought that would work. Ah. Right, grab it. Right. Oh, I could do it from here, though. Right, if I climb up this. Yes. We can go across this way. There we go. Vous êtes le bienvenu. Oh, okay. Bonjour, capitaine. J'espère que vous allez bien. She built Stonehenge as a tax dodge. Yes. You see, being a patron of the arts can be used to write off large amounts of tax, which is why companies do it. Okay, I assume this is going to open some other way then, since this seems like a really stupid thing to have here, unless we need to climb through that window. Unless we go further up. Can we go further up? Oh! Oh, I spoke too soon. Right. I get it now. Right. And across. Oh, for goodness sake. And I didn't save. I should have saved. Arse. With a side of sweaty bum faces. The strip where she cried at Adventure in Space and Time made me cry too. Oh, I loved that one. Well, I'm dead. But I didn't land and die. I can declare that a numpty. No, that wasn't a numpty. That was just me not being quick enough off the draw. Damn it! Again! Okay, I'm going to add 2 more deaths. Come on. Right, this time... Right, there we go. Okay. We'll get there in the end, right. I need the, yeah. Okay. Right, let's do this. Let's do this as quick as we can. With a can of Spam and maybe some ham. What is this for? Why is this here? We haven't properly explored what this is here for. Are we supposed to be able to get 2 more to slide out? Is that what... Because I can see those different coloured things. Yeah. Well, he didn't have to quit. He got fired, essentially. Hartnell didn't want to leave. I think that's pretty damn obvious. Why is anything here? Oh, let's not get philosophical, man. We'll be here all night. Alright, let's go. Jump, grab, and dead. That was a numpty. We're getting through this tonight, I tell you. He got persuaded to leave on account of his poo hat. Yeah, he kind of got pushed, didn't he? That's the thing. He got pushed. Right, we're going to continue the show, but you can't be part of it, kind of thing. And I know he was ill, but bloody hell. Right, let's do this. Da-da-da-da. Right, did we pull the... No, we didn't. Right, go up here. This is what we need to do. We need to remember to do this. Go up there. Jump. There. Right, something's just dropped. And again, I've done the bloody thing. Oh! Right. We need to... Something just dropped. I'm not entirely sure what it was that just dropped. Because I heard dit, 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 dit. But we'll get it. We'll get there. Okay. Right. Pick that up. Here's a game we should play. At some point, we should add it to the list. Normality Inc. And it just came to my mind because of the blockiness of the game. Normality Inc. It's a 3D, first-person perspective, to a certain extent, point-and-click adventure game. And it's incredibly weird. It's like cyberpunk stuff. It's very dystopia. And I kind of liked what I saw of the demo of it. And what I played of it on the full game was interesting. We should play it. Absolutely, we should play it. Or maybe I'll just play it and review it on GameHammer. But maybe, no, we could do both. We could do both. No reason we couldn't do both. If I step to here, grab, and drop. There we go. Right. What's changed? Has this gone higher? No, this is the higher one, isn't it? Yeah. Featured an episode of Bad Influence. Yes, play Mass Effect custom character, make them as ugly as possible and try and romance someone. Yes, that sounds like a plan. I approve of this plan. We'll make them as weird looking as we can, with a giant nose and like 5 ears, or something like that. Published by Gremlin Graphics, who pioneered the use of motion capture in the UK. They did. Gremlin Graphics were great. I've got a load of their games on Amiga on a disc. Like, seriously, I just bought a disc in HMV of Gremlin Graphic games. Right, let me save this so that we don't have to do all that again. And let me see if I can find it. Pause there. Pause there 1 second. Oh, come on. Press the button. Right, let me just check. It should just be behind me on these... Oh, good. When did I knock all those cans on the... Oh, good grief. Right, you're going to hear a load of cans on the floor because apparently I've knocked my bin over at some point today and I didn't notice. I've been drinking a lot of cans of Coke recently, so the bin's been full of cans. Right, where is it? Where would I have put it? If I was... Ah, there it is, right there. Next to Pete Sampras Tennis and Gangster Town. Yeah. At some point, you have real Gremlin games on the Amiga. Cool. Hi, Krista. How are you doing? Yep. That noise you're hearing is the cans that I knocked down on the floor. I'm drinking a huge amount of Coca-Cola. It's a ridiculous amount. Oh, dear. Switchblade Lotus 2, 3, Premier Manager 1 to 3. Yeah. Utopia. Oh. Have you played the sequel to Utopia, K240? That is good. So, let me just go to here before we do anything else. Save that. Right. Back in the day, there were 2 that you could get in HMV. They're actually branded HMV. And it's Amiga stuff. The first is an actual Amiga emulator. This amazing piece of software actually lets the Amigas use. Oh my goodness, this is so badly written. Emulatorsunlimited.co.uk. You did not proofread this. The Amiga was and still is one of the best and most user-friendly home computers around, and now you can use the wealth of Amiga software on your PC. The CD features an easy-to-follow, step-by-step guide, so even a complete novice should be able to cope. Not will, should. Over 800 classic PD games are supplied for you to play about and experiment with, as well as a dozen popular Amiga applications like Sound Tracker, etc. This amazing piece of software actually lets LET'(S) use Amiga software on a PC. That is not how you spell that. My goodness. The CD also includes the Amiga software you need to convert your own Amiga discs into ADF, Amiga disk file, which you can then use on the Amiga emulator. You can even set up an Amiga hard disk partition if you get really adventurous. This is a legitimate, fully bought and paid for Amiga emulator for PC. It says PC, Mac, Acorn and Linux compatible, and it includes the ROMs to use it. Not a joke. Includes the ROMs. That's where I got my Amiga ROMs from. Retro Gamer, on one of their very early issues, gave away a CD-ROM with every Gremlin game. They may have given away something like this, including the banned BBC micro game Star Clash, which ripped off the lead but removed the trading elements. So what we got here is Gremlin Classics, spelt C-A... Sorry, it's not spelt C-A, spelt C-L-A-S-X-S-S-I-X. Features virtually all of Gremlin's original Amiga games, all on one multi-format CD. 40 game classics playable directly on Amigas and usable on Windows PCs through our easy-to-use Amiga emulator. So what we got here? Artura, BSS Jane Seymour, Butcher Hill, Combo Racer, Dark Fusion, Deflector, Disposable Hero, FOFT, HATE, Harlequin, Impossible, K240, Utopia 2. K240 is the best Amiga game. I will take no other options except for the original Settlers game. That was good. Little Divil, Motor Massacre, Night Raider, Pegasus, Plan 9 from Outer Space, Premier Manager, Premier Manager 2, Premier Manager 3, Premier Manager 3 Multi-Edit, Shadow Fighter, Skids, Supercars, Supercars 2, Ultimate Golf, Super Scramble Simulator. That's a difficult one to say. Suspicious Cargo, Switchblade, Switchblade 2, Techno Cop, The Muncher, Top Gear 2, Utopia, Vampire's Empire, Venus Flytrap, Video Kid, Zool, and Zool 2. There you go. So it's not all of them. That Star Clash one you mentioned isn't here. We get Suspicious Cargo instead. Ultimate Golf on C64. Cool. Yeah, so this is actually good. Retro Gamer CD had Gremlin games for CPC, Speccy, C64, BBC, Electron, Atari, ST, and Amiga. Cool. Muncher would be a C64 Speccy game. So, yeah, I've actually... Once I get set up with the machine thingamajig, the GoTac, which I'm planning to pick up probably next year, for the Amiga, the Amiga 500 that we got here, I'm going to be putting all of these onto it. Because I bought this legitimately, so I actually have the games and can use them on this machine. So yeah, I'm going to do that. That'll be fun. Yeah. Only came out in two formats. Speccy was 128k only. Ah, cool. So yeah, these were just sold in HMV emulators and a CD full of ROMs. I'm still amazed at that. But I bought it. I bought it for K240. That was it. K240 is amazing. It's basically SimCity with asteroids. It's that kind of game. And it was really good fun. I enjoyed it. Anyway, at the time, Gremlin had given permission for distribution of their old games. Yeah, get the Second Drive GoTech I sent you the link to. Yes, something like that. So yeah, I'm planning to pick one up next year. Not right now though, because I've got other things on my mind, like the new PC, the new Mac that I'm going to be picking up. So yeah, got to go Mac shopping on Saturday, because as much as I love the one that I'm using right now, and it will stay with me, it is unfortunately 12 years old, and it's just one of those things that time has meant that the resources aren't quite there anymore. It's just one of those things. If you need a Mac, I'll send you one. I don't need a Mac. I'm going to buy a new one. It'll be custom done for me with the amount of memory I need and all of that, and that's how it'll be. So yeah, I need one that's got the latest processor and as large amount of RAM as possible, so that I can continue doing my edits. It's just one of those things. Right, we're going to do the outdoor bit now, where we jump down that tube and go into the water. Not outdoor, you know what I'm on about. This one's 8 years old. Yeah, mine's 12. So I'm going out tomorrow to find one that is new. Not tomorrow. It's Friday tomorrow. Saturday. I'm going out Saturday to get a new one. We've already put the cash aside for it. So it's going to take a big chunk out of my wallet, let's put it that way. But, you know, sometimes it has to be done. I wish it didn't, but it does. Make sure I say, nah, why bother? Sorry to say, Covered Monkey, but I think you're at the capacity at 16 megabytes. 16 megabytes? 256 kilobytes of RAM is enough for anyone! Oh, dear. In our house, we respect the laws of thermodynamics. I did love The Simpsons. The early Simpsons stuff was good. Right, let's do this. Jump. Turn round. Oh no, Jenny only has 4K of memory. Jenny is not an Atari ST. Not an Atari ST, Atari 8-bit, I mean. Oh my goodness. 64 kilobytes of RAM, that's all you need. Right, let's do this. So we need to get over to that ledge over there, so let's run and jump and grab. Yeah. Right, let's do this. So if I run and jump over there, step back. There we are. Right, we're out. Okay. Your Atari has 128k. My goodness. No one can live at that speed. If 64k was enough for the Amstrad, it's enough for everyone. We all should be grateful for it. Right, where's the thing? There it is. Right. Grab that. Right, there we go. I'm going to have a look in here just to see what's there. But really, we need to be going up those steps, don't we? Not steps, opening that door, I mean. I don't see anything in particular in here, so... Right, let's go. You had it upgraded while it was being repaired at huge cost. I bet it was. Finding stuff that's compatible these days, in terms of RAM, that must have been quite tricky. Right, there we go. Up here, yeah. Weird pile of books there, okay. Oh, good grief, it's almost 9 o'clock already. And we haven't got through one level. This is going to be one of those nights. Right, where's Doofus Maximus? There he is. There we go. Maximize the Doofusizing. I need to do more with the Atari and the Electron as well. I don't tend to use them much. Maybe we'll have a Monday Night Live on it at some point. Alright. Let's get these guys and then move on. Good grief. These guys do love to keep shooting me with their big guns. There we go. Right. Grab his stuff. In all, the Atari cost 15 quid to upgrade the memory and 150 to repair. Bloody hell. My goodness. How close to a disco duck? Not too bad. We've got 64 before we get there. 64 deaths. It's enough for anyone. Patrick's saying, save! For goodness sake, save! Right, this is the area where they're just standing around doing nothing. Does this door open if I go near it? Yes. Yeah, this is... Oh, because that's the... Yeah, okay. Right. Triple the 50 quid you pay for the machine in the first place. My goodness. I suppose a 200 quid in total machine isn't bad for a working machine, and then 15 quid for the memory on top. Yeah, I could see that. It's not too bad. Right. Jump up. No, Lara, come on, jump. Grab. Grab. There we go. Right, we're going up here. Right. There we go. Right. Press this. Had to sell a load to finance the repairs. Oh man. So 9:15 we'll get there. Oh, it's going to be like that, is it? Spitting truth. What's wrong? Too truthy for you. Right, what's going on? What is in here? Anyway, nothing. Okay. Right. That's where we came in. Anything at the back? No. Okay. Right. Oh, good grief. Forgot he was there. Bloody Phantom and the Opera masks on all these guys. Right, so he's here. There's a lot of books all over the floor, aren't there? Nice. What's in here? Does this one open when we get close? No. Okay. Ah! But what about going up there? Save again, I think. A rat. A cat. A hat. And Jack Sprat. He ate no fat. It's true. I checked. He did not eat the fat. Climb up, Lara. Bloody hell. Is she just incapable of properly climbing? Look at the state of her. It's ridiculous. Right, this way. Yeah, onto here. Right, turn around. Okay. Nope, this is not where I need to be. Okay, maybe I should have stayed over there. Right, grab onto that. Then we'll go this way. Okay. She doesn't want to damage the precious books. Well, she shot wildly into the room while trying to kill a dude, so I'm gonna say she's messed that up. Grab. Yeah, and climb. And climb. And climb. There. Now she's doing it properly. That's just weird that she wasn't before. It is weird. There we go. Right. Slightly to the side. Save. And boing. Oh, for goodness sake, Lara. Silly snossage. Right. I always think it's going to crash when it does that. What direction is she facing when we can... It's saved, but it's not saved in the same direction that I was looking in, surely. Yeah. Okay, it has, but the camera's moved. So I wasn't entirely sure where we were. That is weird. Right, we're going over there. Right. This is where we did the numpty. Okay, I remember now. we are now. Oh, we have some fun and games, don't we? Right. Oh, for goodness sake. Right, give me a second. The space chicken just had a thing that there are people who think 100 men could take on a silverback gorilla. Yeah, she apparently would pay to see one clean up of the gene pool. I know, the kind of guys that think they can take on a silverback. It's like, you, out the gene pool. You can't. Silverback gorillas are like freaking tanks, man. Right, I'm going to save here so we don't have to do that again. Right. Here we go. Right. No. Right, what I need to do is slide and jump and grab. So if I can just walk to the side here a little bit, line up, and... There we are. Nope, can't get through that. Okay. Now, we're going to jump and grab. There. And then, over there. And we're onto here. Right, now we're getting somewhere. Okay. Hang on, hang on. I recognise those poles. Is that not a door that we can... I don't know. That might be somewhere that we've already been, but... Why does that go up slightly there? Oh, that's interesting. Alright. Can I... Yes! We can grab on from there. Okay. I did not do a double pole dance on them last week. I would definitely remember that. I'm going to save here again. Because I think we can jump onto that over there. Or not. I think we can though, if I aim it right and don't land quite so badly. There we are, right. Can I get down the back of here? Yes! Okay. This is interesting. Where are we? Oh! An area with a secret. Uh-huh. Well, not really a secret, but an area with extra ammo. That's nice. Is there anything else in here? No. Interesting though, isn't it? Because they knew we were going to try that. They could have just had nothing in there, but they didn't. They rewarded us. So that's quite nice. I did the GameHammer After Dark controller cheat and made Lara do pole dance. Oh my goodness, there is a fun thing. If you do the right nude code cheat on Tomb Raider 2, Lara explodes. Because there isn't a nude code. But everyone said there was. So when you type in the one that everyone said was the nude code for Tomb Raider 1 into Tomb Raider 2, she explodes. And I thought that was hilarious. Because that's my kind of humour. Oh crap! Right, there we are. Grab him. There was a mod for the PC. Yeah, well, yeah. A mod for the PC version, I can understand. What the hell's that? Is it a mirror or a key? What the hell is it? It says TNT. Oh, it's a TNT key. Interesting. Can I climb on this? No. Weird. Is it there in the original? It is. Oh, it's just a stove. It's just a decorative thing. Okay. Right, we've got a key for some TNT. That's pretty cool. Right, what's around? Okay, so this entire thing is on top of a floating dock. That's interesting. Right. Okay, sometimes developers have the last laugh, yes. There won't be any new codes in any games I make, I'll tell you that. You have to put your own work in if you want nudes. The TNT key blows up if you put it in the wrong door. Numpty death. Oh, that would be so funny if that's actually what. If that's true, that would be so funny. I would laugh so much. I'm not even joking. I would laugh. Oh, bloody hell! Bloody gits. Phantom of the Opera keeps turning up. The Phantom of the Opera is a giant dickhead. Do 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 douche. Right, get up on there. Come on, get up on there. Right. Bloody hell. Where is he? Where's he gone? Right, we'll just wait for him to come back. The game is tracking him. Badly, but it's tracking him. Do I have to walk forward to make him come out? Come out, wherever you're dead. Silly douche. Oh, there he is. Come on. I would put in a licking cheater, I would. That is more my style. Where is he? Where's he gone? There was a guy. There he is. There we are. I've kind of slightly mastered the concept of the run round them and shoot them in the side thing. Right, so now we've got that. So we've been to there. Let's go to the other one where we could already walk outside and see if there's anything in the water out there. Which one was that? Is it over here? No, this is the doors that locked that we can't get back out of. Right, okay. So we must be able to go in here. Yes. There's the... Okay. Here we go. Alright. Yes, Michael Madsen's dead. It's like, oh my goodness. And the guy who played Admiral Piet in 2... Yes! Everyone's checking out. It's terrible, man. So this is the area that I thought we were going into a minute ago when we were in the other bit. But because it had the things, the poles, but no. Where the hell are we? Like seriously, what the hell? Okay. Can we climb out here? Yes. Any more? No? Okay. Wow, it's dark in here. And yet Lara is strangely orange. What's this? Oh! Lara, you just blew up a national monument, didn't you? You silly git. Alright. Yeah, people are shooting at you, Lara, because you just blew something up without thinking. You stupid git. Oh, my goodness. It's been predicted that Trump is going to pardon P. Diddy of the crimes he was found guilty of. Wouldn't surprise me. Really, really wouldn't surprise me. Because Trump doesn't seem to... Oh, he's up there, apparently. There we go. So I just blew something up, even though I have no idea what. Is it around here? Did I blow a hole around here? No. And no for there as well. Okay. What did I blow up? I genuinely don't know. Oh, most of that house. Okay. I'm very, very naughty. Rippers will look at on further around. So yes. What really angers me, though, is that they decided that although he was guilty of bringing someone, transporting someone to one of his sex fests, he wasn't guilty of human trafficking because there was no coercion. And yet we saw a video of one of the women trying to leave one of these events and him beating her up for that. And yet that wasn't coercion. I think someone didn't prosecute properly. Didn't make the jury understand what they were seeing, you know? But bloody hell. Blowing things up is my department, says Patrick. Can I jump up and grab that? Perhaps. Oh, just a little bit too shallow. Right, let's save at this point. I know we've used up most of our health, but let's save at this point. Shite. Oh dear. Or someone bribed the jury. I doubt that because, well, they got found guilty on an awful lot of things. So I don't think the jury was bribed. I think the jury was just not properly briefed and had stuff explained to them properly. Wouldn't be the first time that someone's got away because the prosecution was incompetent. Oh dear. You're going to be late tomorrow. Yeah, don't worry about it, Krista. We're very, very easy going. Don't worry about it. When you arrive, that's cool. We'll make sure that your character's still in one piece. Right, so we've blown a hole in this house. Oh dear. This is ridiculous. Yeah, your shuttle's going to deer site. Don't worry about it. We'll make sure you get there. No, you can't. You can't beam the prisoner into the sun. In this house, we follow the Geneva Convention. Oh, for goodness sake, go backwards. Right. If I stand here. No, not there. Here. Oh, for goodness sake. No, jump and grab. How the hell did I do it before? How the hell did I do this? I am serious. How the hell did I do this before? Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. There. Grab. Okay, there we go. Right, what about the parasites? You had teed out beam at the sun last season. Yes, I remember that. I remember that all too well, in fact. I very much remember it. Lara! Bloody hell. I'm trying to do something here. Make me look like a douche. Right, come on. Let's go over there. Or not! Just fall in the water, why don't you? I pressed the jump button and you just didn't jump. What the hell? Where am I going? Ooh, where am I? Where am I? It's just a random hole. What? How strange. Okay. Right. I like that I can be on the surface and because the game hasn't realised that I've left the water, it doesn't count. Right, let's go up here. Nope, we can't. So it is the way that I was going before that I have to go. Okay. Right. That moment needs to become a short. Ah, Retro Rambles. What was their name again? Cooler Shaker. I was going to say K240, but no, that's a game. Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya. I loved that album. It was so good. We don't look for cures for war criminals. That is true. We beam them into the sun. Right, there we go. We're over here now. Hang on. Yeah, okay. You want me to save? Go on, then. Since it's you, I'll save. Don't need that change. I'm a person of science and medicine. I look for cures and have to solve problems. Ooh, where are we? Okay. I've got that in my head now. Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya Radhara Mona Hare Govinda Jaya Jaya. It was a good album. I really enjoyed it. There's not a direct war criminal there unless you can do weird things. Okay. Oh, no, can't go up there apparently. Okay. So, is it this way that we need to go? Oh, look at this up there, right at the top. It's just a flat texture for one of the walls. There's no bit on the side. I wonder how they missed that. That's interesting. Right, where are we? Okay, I'm going to save here because that's a slope. I have a feeling that we'll get at the bottom and there'll be a spike. Ha! This is the end of the level! They came along with Britpop, but was so much different from their peers. Yeah, Cooler Shaker. Cooler Shaker were great. The album is just called K. Cooler Shaker K. That's why I'm thinking K240. It's just got big K on the front. Really liked that album. Yeah. Write them and complain. Tell them you want your money back. I didn't pay for this, remember? You did. It was you and James Pets. Hey Jen, how you doing? Right, I'm going to save here. And we're going to take a quick break. Because I think it's time. They did an album called K2. Huh? I did not know that. We're going to take a quick break, guys, because I want to go and grab a drink. Because it's a little warm in here. And I could do with a refill on the juice that I drank before we started. The Space Chicken just seen a video of some YouTube pranksters trolling Just Stop Thinking protesters. I like that. Just stop thinking. Nice. Right, I'm going to grab a drink. So back in like 5 minutes, guys. Right. There we go. Right. Let's do this. I is back, yo. Right. Turn the AFK off. So, nice cup of Americano coffee from my lovely coffee machine, which is a fantastic machine. And to keep it going, a pint of juice that I've already drank half of. Let's do this. Right. So at the start of a new level, I've got to work out what's going on here. Okay. Okay. Well, that didn't work. So let's just load that again on the Opera House. So here's the thing. I don't know what I'm doing. That appears to be something that hurts you. So I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to go this way instead. That seems to work. Alright, let's try that again. The Bolton Opera House. Don't think we have an opera house. We have a fantastic theatre, which is like underneath and part of the town hall. It's very interesting. And then over the road from it, the Octagon. Again, I've just done the same thing. So that's not a good thing. Almost over the road from it is the Octagon Theatre, which is very cool. I don't think we have an opera house. Cool if we did. Just imagine now, the Royal Bolton Opera. Well, that didn't really work, did it? Okay, let's see what I can do here. Alright. Load up again. The library has an aquarium. It does! Thankfully, the aquarium is below the library, so if there's ever a leak, the books are okay. But then again, the library is interesting because it's got a museum above it, and an aquarium below it, and a mummy in the top of the museum. So, yeah, you can go and see a mummy and then take home a book on Egyptology, which is pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, that is pretty damn cool. Right, let's have a look around. What we got? Not a lot. You wanted one of the fish down there. Yep. Those fish are amazing. I took my parents there one time. We spent a good day looking at the fishies. In fact, I've taken most of my family there because it's one of those days out. You saw Charlie Veitch do a video on Bolton. Cool. We're out of health. No. I'm out of health. This is bad. I don't know how I'm gonna keep going. Okay. You just shared the location of the opera. Sorry, do we actually have an opera house? That'd be amazing. Oh, I see what you've done. Right, yes. Yes. It's at 123 Fake Street, Buttocks, Kent. There's an endangered species here. No, they're a bit iffy on people taking home the endangered species. What I found amazing, though, is that Bolton is one of those places that actually helps with conservation efforts. And it's like, we've got so much going on around here. There's the Egyptology thing, which apparently we are one of the foremost Egyptology areas. I do know whose address you're replying, yes, which is why I made a joke. We help endangered fish. It's the birthplace of the Industrial Revolution, and yet we have no bloody shops. So, come to Bolton. We created the modern world, but you can't buy anything. Because we've got no shops. Everyone buggered off. It's terrible. You go in our town centre, and at the moment there's next to nothing. I mean, they are literally about to cut the middle out of the old mall, the old shopping mall, to put in what we colloquially know as the Leverhulme plan from Lord Leverhulme, who was a big deal in the 19th century and early 20th century. That's how far back our planning goes. that's kind of how. So if you ever want to know what tends to happen with town and country planning, we're about to put into action a plan that was started by a guy who hasn't been active in Bolton politics for about 100 years. Yeah. Things tend to move slowly. Is that where the video... And it did. Sorry, I let go of a button while reading the comments. Is that where the video was? Right. For those of you who have been to Bolton, you go to Victoria Square, which is where the town hall is. You have a huge town hall. Around the back of it is Le Mans Crescent, because it's named after Le Mans in France. And that's where a lot of stuff gets filmed. It looks very old and it's very nice. It's very photogenic. So you've got Le Mans Crescent, Bolton Town Hall, Victoria Square in front of it, with the War Memorial in it. So it's like Le Mans Town Hall, War Memorial in a straight line. Then there's a 70s and 80s architecture monstrosity, which is the old shopping mall. We're cutting the middle out of the shopping mall, so that we can then go from Le Mans Crescent, Town Hall, War Memorial, lovely tree-lined walkway, nice old-fashioned type of street, to the Bolton Cathedral, or church, I can't remember which. No, it's not a cathedral because we would be a city. Bolton Church. So they'll be in one big line. And that's called the Leverhulme plan. We've been planning it for a century. We'll get there in the end. And the idea is that the mayoral procession will not have to walk through part of the shopping centre and things like that. We'll actually be able to do a proper mayoral procession and look like a real town. But it'll also open up another street that looks nice. Because at the moment we've got what is it called? It's not Northumberland Road. It's not North Road. There's one street that goes from Victoria Square up to where the big transport hub is, and that's nice. And then there's this other street, which is what it should have been already, that we're going to be building. That's what the plan is. So there's a shopping centre in Huddersfield that took 16 years from planning permission being granted to completion. It's tiny, when in China I learned that most modern Shanghai was built in the same time span. Yeah. The thing about us in Britain is that we have allowed far too much to become bureaucratic, overcomplicated, and allow far too many people to feel like they've had their say, which is very important. They must have their say. They must be able to say their piece, and everyone must have their time. So everything gets ground to a frickin' halt, so everyone can talk about the same thing, and then nothing gets done. Whereas in China, they don't do that. It's all centrally planned. I can't say that's a good thing. I don't think it's a good thing. I think having too much central control is a oh, am I dead? Okay, is a bad thing. But at the same time, too little central control and too much local politicking over everything is not good either. We need to find a happy medium, and I don't think anyone has. Okay, that didn't work. Hi Tim, how you doing? The 7-year-old laptop has started to be not that good. I know that feeling. The computer we're streaming on today is 12. It's doing good for a 12-year-old computer, I have to admit. Everything's slowed down now, hasn't it? In terms of progress, I mean, not in terms of speed. And progress on computing has really slowed down to the point that this 12-year-old computer can still stream. I can still edit video on it and all sorts. It just takes ages. It's actually quite shocking how the march of progress has changed. Interesting. We really can't climb this. Okay, that's interesting. I don't... Oh my goodness, he's still able to shoot at me. Bloody hell. Yeah, we're getting absolutely trounced here. Yeah, we're about to die. I'm just kind of stuck in the water and about to die. Don't think this is going to work too well. Oh, there we are. Right, trying to raise lots and lots of laughs to keep me distracted. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Right, let's do this. We've got to find a way. There's got to be a way to Blockbuster. Alright, let's go. Let's go around here. What's around here? Oh, this is where we fell last time. Okay, yeah. Right. Climb and climb. HS2 versus Brunei's Bristol Paddington train line. It took Brunei 3 years for an act of parliament to train arriving in Bristol. HS2, not a single train left. Yeah, to be fair though, with HS2, they're not going to get many trains because they stopped it. They got the bit they wanted, the extra bit for London, and then that's it. The rest of us aren't getting anything. And that's it. We're just like, nah, you can have London's cast-off trains. Yeah, 2 years ago, my goodness. It doesn't feel like 2 years. Time has flown. Time has flown. It's been 5 years since Fred died. And I find that shocking because it's like she's just left. So I get how you're feeling, man. I do. But wish there was more we could do. There's nothing. But all you could do is remember that you gave her the best life you could. You did. You gave her the best life possible, man. Oh, dear. That's what you got to keep telling you. That's what you got to keep telling yourself. You did the absolute best you could. And she knew she was loved. And that's what counted. Oh, for goodness sake. Lara, you're a prick. Oh, dear. If I run this way, can I jump to there? Yes! If I get the angle right, yes! Okay, let's do this. Alright. And go! Oh, I didn't quite do it. With Amelia, affection was on her terms. Yeah. Some cats are like that. Oh, for goodness sake. I can jump the right distance, provided I'm not in the right direction. It's like bloody Heisenberg's principle here. Alright, let's do this. Okay, maybe I can't do what I thought I was going to do. Maybe it's not possible to do that. Right, we're going up here. Jump! There we are. Right. With Fred, affection was on her terms as well, to be honest with you. She had, she was a tortoiseshell queen. And she, well, if you've heard of tortitude, yeah. I'm jumping too soon. I'm jumping as far back as I can. That's the problem. It's not entirely obvious what we can do. Right, is that the right place? No, one more. Right. But yeah, tortitude is a real thing, and oh, we missed this last time. Duh, duh, duh. Can I see the guy from here? Yes. Well, he can see me, but why can't I see him? That seems a bit off, doesn't it? So we're going to have to do this again. I might as well load now. Alright. That was interesting. That was definitely interesting. So is it that bit that's falling? The bit directly across from us? Yes. Yes, I think it is. Right, let's do this. Right, Rouse, we're going this way. Yes! There we go. Got it. Save. There we go. Right. If I stand here, can I see that guy? And then shoot him. So that we can get through this. No. Okay. Hiya, Melody. Right, we're up here. Okay. Oh, I see what's going on. Okay, I've gone the wrong way. This isn't where I'm supposed to be. This is the top of here. Where we would jump over to that and then get back over so that when we've pressed the button. Yeah, I can't shoot him, but he can shoot me. That seems a bit off, doesn't it? Alright. So, normally, I would have to be able to... Right. I'm going to load again. I've gone the wrong way. It's perfectly fine, we can work this out, but I have gone the wrong way. So, I would normally have gone in a different direction, jump over there, grab that. Didn't quite work. Actually, loading the wrong one, aren't I? Load that one. So we're here, right. For goodness sake. Right, I see what we're doing. I see what we're doing wrong. We go this way. This is where we need to be. Nice. Right. This is where we need to be, over here. Oh, for goodness sake. Yeah, we're just getting completely trounced by this guy. This is ridiculous. Shoot the guy. Right. Let's see, does he give us anything interesting, like some health, perhaps? Start playing Lego Batman. Oh, nice. Lego Batman games are odd. I kind of like them, but they're a bit like, bit gadgety. Inspector Gadget. Good coffee. Rich dark roast. Very nice. It's weird to think I never used to like a rich dark roast, but I do like it with this. Wigan Man loves Lego Batman too. It's a good game. Right. So we need to go to here. Now that bozo's dead, we need to go to here and open up that thing. Grab. Yep, there we go. Right. Open this. There we are. There's a guy in there. You can run, you can hide, you can reach the other side of the rainbow. Wah-da-da-do. You don't need a stinking egg box. Oh. But the egg box is great. I like the egg box. What the hell? How the hell did that happen? Bloody hell, man. Right, so the thing I thought I could do, I can't. Oh my goodness. You need an Xbox, stinking or otherwise. The Xbox is a good console. I like my Xbox. It's a good machine. How did he... What? He could see me? How the hell did he see me? Look at the state of this. This is not a fair game. This is not a fair game at all. I'm sorry, guys. This is ridiculous. Right, so if I go over here, he can shoot me, so... Can I shoot him? No! I can't. Look at the state of this. Right, now she's seen him. It's only taken half a bloody hour. Right, he's dead. There's a big sign in your back saying, I'm Lara Croft, shoot me please. Probably do at this point, it's ridiculous. Alright, let's go. Alright. Swim over, get this thing. Right, he only shot me a couple of times, so perhaps we're going to be okay. Please tell me he's giving me health. No, he's giving me some bullets. It's not great, he can shoot through solid objects. Yeah, that's what I'm on about. He could shoot me when I couldn't shoot him. That's not great. Not your favourite games are on them, and controllers are some of the best out there. Oh yeah, the Xbox controllers are some of the best. Like, they're seriously good. Right. Grab. Yeah, there we are. Right. GameCube controls are the best. I disagree. The GameCube's controller is good. I'll grant you that. It's very good. But the one analog stick really hurts it. And that's all I would say in terms of that. It's good, but it's hampered by one analog stick in an era where you really needed two. If it had been the first one around to have analog, it might have been a different matter. Right, let's do this. But the fact is, it wasn't. The N64 had analog. The GameCube... No! I'm thinking N64! What am I talking about? The GameCube had two analog sticks. Yeah, the GameCube controller's fine. I'm thinking N64. I'm thinking... in my brain, it's N64. Yeah, the GameCube controller's fine. The N64 and its one analog stick in an era where you needed two. That's what I'm on about. Sorry, guys, I got completely confused there. Right, we need to get over there. How? That is my great question now. Can I get up there? Is it possible? Oh, no, it's not. GameCube had analog, one normal and one small yellow one, but I don't like it. Yeah, I was getting confused. It does have two, and it's a perfectly fine controller. Yeah. However, DualShock 2 is the better one. DualShock 2 is superior because that controller is near perfect. That's why you don't see it changed very much at all. The Sony controller is near perfect. However, having said that, Xbox's S controller for original Xbox and the 360 standard controller, perfect as well. Like, seriously. Hi Lex, how you doing? Never had issues playing the N64 controller. I did. I really didn't like the one analog stick thing. It hampered a lot of my gaming. Whoa, that worked. I genuinely thought I was going to die and have to redo that. There we go. Right, please tell me he's giving me health. Please tell me he's giving me something. Holy crap, I'm on next to no health. Save, yeah, go on. And to say GameCube had no good games. Oh, GameCube had loads of good games. Absolutely had good games. GameCube controller was almost great, but the bloody C-stick, I will grant you, it was a very comfortable controller. Yeah, the GameCube controller is fine. No problem there. What the hell am I supposed to... Why is there a hole in this? What? There's nothing in here as far as I can tell. Right, let's grab that as a key. There we are. Right. Can I push this box? No. So why is there a hole here? Seriously, why is there a hole here? If I can't push anything, why is there this here? I don't get... Yeah, it is a bit dark, isn't it? Bloody hell. I don't get what's going on there. Okay, well, we'll come back. Maybe it'll make sense. I'm almost dead. Please give me help. Thank you. Oh, my goodness. Health. Oh, thank goodness. Save that. For those... You don't like the OG Xbox Duke controller because you do have big hands. Oh, you like it. I thought you... For a second there, I thought you said you didn't like it. Yeah, the Duke controller is enormous. As someone that's got reasonably small hands, I mean, hell, the Switch is... The Switch controller is the size of my hand, so if you've got a Switch, you know how big my hands are. The Duke is a little bit on the large side for me, but I still love it. It's just ridiculous. What the hell? What? Okay, I've got a key and I don't know where to put it. This game is weird. I request that on Monday you do some All of the House live on air. I draw some. Oh, I don't know about that. I have done live drawing before. Because we did it on live game coding where I drew the horse. You like your Switch and its control. The controller's alright. A lot of people complain about the Switch's control, but I think it's fine. That is good coffee. So guys, Lex put out a video today about the IREM collection with Mr. Helly and a couple of others that I don't remember playing back in the day, but I do remember playing Mr. Helly, and it was cool. So if you're into your retro, have a look at that. The Duke could double as a home defense item. Yeah, I do remember the Penny Arcade comic about it. Why didn't they go all the way and just attach a Dreamcast? Mr. Helly was out on CPC. It was, yes. I remember it on there. There's Bartoli. Hang on. Right, I've got a key, and I don't know what to do with it. I sincerely do not know where to go. Right. One of the last Firebird games. Ah. Right, give me a second. I'm trying to work this out. We came out back at the top of here, so let's go back to the top of here and see if there's a way through somewhere else that we need. Weirdest part of the job if I want to sit in that chair, that is true. Also, excellent Star Trek Generations quote. A film that doesn't get enough of a good reputation. The OG Xbox was the Dreamcast. Yeah, absolutely, it's Dreamcast 2. That's why a lot of people that keep going in retro circles saying, "Oh, Sega should just release the Dreamcast 2." It's like, we already had it. It was called Xbox, and you buggers didn't buy it. It all went PlayStation. You wanted your Final Fantasies. Alright. Let's see if I can do this. Jump and over. Yes. Right. Will we be getting extended stream tonight? Well, I'm trying to work out this level, so I think we'll go for a bit longer. Alright, let's do this. Right, I'm at the edge, and nothing. There is something above, but I don't think it's part of the level. It's just the background scenery. So let's do this. Okay. Load. Guess which format was in the retro bundle you got today? The retro bungle. Paint the whole world with the rainbow. Rainbow. Oh man, I love Rainbow. I'm gonna say your retro bundle today was a PlayStation. Right. Ah! Over there. On the left-hand side of the screen. Can we get to that? Alright. No. But there was a thing that... Right, there's some... I think I'm... Earlier than PlayStation. Oh, sorry, earlier than PS2. I bet you got some Commodore 64. There's a... There! I can see down on the ground, further down. There's something over there. It's not Commodore 64. Okay, I bet you got a couple of Spectrum games. You have so many Dreamcast import games that you'll have to be. I don't have any imported Dreamcast games, but I do like my Dreamcast. There! Right, now we're getting somewhere. It was all specky. Told ya. Spectrum. Mass crusaders working overtime. Fighting crime. Fighting crime. Secret raiders that can neutralize. There, that's where we need to be. In there. Right, let's do this. Okay. Drop. And grab. Yes! There we go. An 8. Okay. I'm glad I didn't just run in there. Shit. Okay. Technically, there was CPC titles too. Some of the titles were Mastertronic. Oh, Mastertronic's double format. The Flippy Flippies. I used to run a fanzine for Amstrad and Spectrum called Flippy Flippy, named after that that thing, that icon. Oh dear. You have a DVD of Mask. Cool. I didn't like the third season of Mask, where it just became racing. It's like, no, they're out to fight crime. They're not racing. Bloody manufacturers not understand their own canon. It's like when Gem became Be a Gem Girl. I think, but not everyone that watched Gem was a girl. A lot of my friends loved Gem because it was pop music, and they weren't girls. And then all of a sudden, it's like, no, we're gonna only go for the young girl thing. Demographic. It's like, no, you... Oh, hang on. Don't do that. Laura! Bloody hell. Technically, they were fighting crime during racing. Yeah, but it's not the same. Right. There we go. Tracker's gonna lead the mission. And Spectrum's got such superb vision. Mask. They're the mighty powers that will save the day. I did like it. I had the guy that looked like everyone's dad, with the mustache, in the helicopter. Was he part of Venom? I can't remember. Am I remembering wrong? Was there a game on the Spectrum called Clumsy Colin? That was action packed. Clumsy Colin. I don't remember Clumsy Colin. Miles Mayhem. Yes. That sounds right. Okay, how the hell am I going to get past this? Right. Right. Did I get them all? Did I get them all? Laura, turn the bloody turn the camera! There. No, that doesn't help at all, Laura. Let me spin the camera so I can see what... Oh, dear. This is terrible. I can't turn the camera around. There. It's like the camera is supposed to be physically in the room with her. Right, I was trying to break that window, and clearly I didn't. There, we got it this time. Right, if I walk forward slowly... Yeah, if you walk slowly, you can just get through. Did I see the Gem and the Holograms live-action film? No, I did not. Because I have this thing called eyes. When I saw the trailer, it was like, no, this looks terrible. So I didn't bother. Local thrift store gave you a copy of your favourite British comedy, Allo Allo, for the Amiga. Allo Allo on the Amiga. I didn't even know that existed. Wow. Key! We can use the key. Get a complete set of Mask comics. Oh, yeah. We've talked about the Mask comics before. I remember that, yeah. I still say, I was sure it was Mask that had that thing of the doll. The horror thing where you have to write your own ending to it. I was sure it was in Mask, but you told me it wasn't. Where are we? Do I go over there? Okay. Seems to be one giant loop that we're going. You said it wasn't in it because you had looked, and this horror thing where like we've given you the start of it. It was called The Doll, and it was about this doll that came to life. If I remember correctly, it was. It's been a long time, and it tells you part of it. Then you had to write the rest of it. I remember it horrified me back in the day. Oh, hang on. I've just missed out. This is a climbable thing, isn't it? Yes. There, that's what I was trying to do. Okay. You never said anything about dolls. No, back in the day you did, when we were talking about last time. There was this one thing in one of the Mask comics. I was sure it was the Mask comics. About this horror thing called The Doll. And you had to write your own ending to it. It was part of the thing that was going on. And you said it wasn't in the comics. It must have been in something else, like Transformers or something like that. Because you had the Mask comics and you'd looked. I remember we had that discussion. Right, let's try this again and see if I can get through. So, we're going to need a specific route that will hit all the places. This might take a couple of attempts. But we'll get there. We can get... Yes, it was never in Mask or Transformers. What the hell comic did I read? What comic did I read for this frickin' horror thing that's stuck in my head? Does anyone remember Ring Raiders? Yes, I do remember Ring Raiders. Yes, the aircraft that were on rings. Yeah. Not to be confused with Fridge Raiders, which are a different thing. Oops. Or the Lone Ranger, who doesn't have an aeroplane. You got a cartoon of the Ring Raiders. Oh, there was a short-lived cartoon, wasn't there? Oh, for goodness sake. She just banged her face straight into that. People still wanted me to class play as General Warhawk from Rambo: Force of Freedom and Miles Mayhem from Mask. Oh. Do you think you'd be able to pull off the dad mustache? Because without the dad mustache, it's not Miles Mayhem. You're checking with a friend to see if he's got a lower lot. Cool. Hi, JL. How you doing? Your mate Danny's nickname in the early 2000s, Ring Rat. Oh, that is a nickname with many connotations. You can grow his mustache. Yeah, but not everyone can pull off a dad mustache. Even dads can't. Some dads just don't suit the dad mustache, and that's the thing. Because without it, it's not Miles Mayhem. So you got to decide: can you do it? Can you pull off the dad moustache without making it look like a porn stash? That is the thing. The very fine line. What the hell am I talking about? Hasbro's bringing out new versions of Mask. Oh, good grief. Yeah, I'm doing okay. Right, let's do this. There! Save. I'm never going to be able to do that again. Oh, some of the toys that are coming out at the moment, like the remade original generation Transformers ones. Like, here's the original and here's the new version. And I look at it and it's like, none of this looks like the original. Bloody hell! We're loading up again. You tried a mustache once, and apparently, according to Mr. Space Chicken, I look like you belonged on a list. That's what I mean. Can you pull off the right stash? It's a delicate process. You said Michael Madsen's passed. I know. Everyone's checking out. It's not right, man. It's him and the guy who played Admiral Dieppe. It's not right. Let's get this guy. Right, there we go. Right, where's the guy with the dog? Don't see him. Okay, let's run and jump. Alright, this should give us a bit of a lead on him. Yeah, there we go. Why did I run forwards? Right, where's the dog? Right, get him as well. There we go. Right, there we are. Right, save. Okay. Star Wars one was the only bloke who played a named Imperial officer in more than one film. Actually, yeah, that's a good point. Oh, good grief. And dead. Frickin' hell. So, there's 6 people in this room? In this one area? And I'm just supposed to just keep fighting them, am I? Right, okay. Right, get the health. Right, jump backwards, jump backwards. And immediately use health. Let's do this. Where are they? Get him, get him, get him, get him. There we are. Right, I've got them all. So that's all 6. Right. He got the job because Darth Vader force choked Michael Shedd. Yes! Congratulations, you were standing next to the guy I just killed. So, do a better job than the guy that I just killed. He can't train you, just do it better. Not a great promotion system under Darth Vader. Do you recommend reading the Skybound Transformers comic? Love how they told the story about how Starscream became a Decepticon. Oh, I don't think I've seen that one. I don't think I've read that. I read a few of the... was it... I want to say IGN, but it's not, is it? It's not Tree, but... Who had the... About 20 years ago, I was reading some of the Transformers comics. They're pretty good. John Travolta's character in Pulp Fiction was the brother of Michael Madsen's character in Red Spot. I remember that, yes, because Tarantino likes to have all his films intertwine. Watched it last month. Cool. Right, I think we have killed literally everyone, so maybe we're okay for the moment. Right, what's over here? Jump in there, grab that. There we go. Right, what's in here? Let's have a look around. Tarantino's cinematic universe, yeah. Marvel, eat your heart out. You weren't the first. You bunch of bastards. They knew we'd do that. They knew. They knew we'd do that. A bunch of bastards. Oh my goodness. War Games is a good film. They made a game out of it, if I remember correctly. There's a game of War Games. And if I remember correctly, it's got almost nothing to do with the bloody film. Oh, I didn't quite do it. Don't care what the man baby say about on-heart TV show. I enjoyed it. I haven't seen it yet. I didn't know it was out yet. I thought it came out... Oh, hang on. We're in July. Yeah, of course it's out. Yeah, it's on my list to watch, I have to admit. I haven't seen it yet, but it is on my list. I liked the Miss Marvel TV show as well. I thought that was good. What I didn't like is the end of Daredevil. Daredevil Born Again. I did not like that ending. You can't just end on, right, now we've set everything up, we'll see you next year. I'm sorry, I need a bit more than that. And it was building up to an epic conclusion that we just didn't bloody get. I was very upset, as you can probably tell from the volume of my voice. They hate it because the main character's a black lady. Then they can piss off. Like, I'm sorry, guys. Did you not realise that there are people who don't look like you? Sometimes they just don't like that things aren't made for them directly. Like, if you want something that's made specifically for you and that fits only your criteria, then you bloody fund it and leave the rest of us alone. But no, we can't do that. Can't do that. Can't possibly have things that appeal to multiple people and different audiences. No. All got to be about unwashed Steve and his gang of pricks. They hate Snow White because Rachel Zegler speaks her mind. To be fair, I didn't like the Snow White film because the Snow White film is shit. The CGI dwarfs look atrocious. They changed the song Hi Ho, which is just an iconic song, and they changed it anyway. I did not like the film because the film is bad. I couldn't give a crap what the actress said. Holy crap, man. If you're going to hate on something, hate on it for the right reason. I hate Snow White because Gal Gadot is Jewish and a former member of the Israeli army. Yeah, even though she couldn't say no to being in the Israeli army because it's one of those states that requires conscription and you just do your time. That's how it works. Snow White was Latinx. I don't think we say that. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. If anyone's got Latin heritage, I don't know if you do. Correct me if I'm wrong, but last time I checked, we just sort of saw this term turn up. And if I'm remembering correctly, no one asked the Hispanic community if they wanted it. It just happened. So I've always been a bit iffy on using it. Captain Marvel was disliked because they didn't like Brie Larson speaking of mind. Yeah, it's almost like woman with opinion must not like. Yeah. You know, people are allowed to have different views. I don't personally like the stuff that what was her name? Rachel Zegler said. I don't think it was appropriate to go off on that kind of discussion when you're not a politician. You're an actress with a with a an audience that can't tell you to shut up. Ah, there we go. Okay, next fight. So I think it was inappropriate, but she has a right to speak her mind. You know? I just didn't like the film because the film's crap. That's all I cared about. They ruined a perfectly good film for no good reason. Why are they making live-action versions of cartoons? Let's see if we can get this guy. In December, you're going to enjoy watching Wonder Man. Your personal favourite underrated... Oh, I hadn't realised that was coming out. Oh, I'm glad to hear it's coming, because that is going to be interesting. Yes, I'm so out of the loop on the Marvel films these days. It's not even Marvel, is it? It's DC. Is Wonder Man DC? I can't remember. Is he Marvel or DC? Oh my goodness! Someone take away my nerd card. Disney does destroy. Yeah, the Lion King film. Why? Why did we need it? The animation was perfectly good. Disney literally cannot make anything good. That's not true. Disney made Rogue One, which was frickin' amazing. One of my favourite films. Chipmunk loved the new Lilo and Stitch movie. I've never even seen the original. It came out at a time when I was doing other stuff, and then I never got round to seeing it. It's one of those things. Right, is this the guy? This guy we just shot? No. Okay. Right, let's jump up here and see if the guy had a health pack on him or something. Lion King remake was good. Haven't seen it. I liked the original animated one with all the songs. They were good songs. Right. Oh, please tell me. No, it's flares. We haven't even used a single flare, but here we are. I wasn't being a very naughty girl. I was just busy with other stuff. I think, actually, when Lilo and Stitch came... Look at what's down there! Look at that! They're a bunch of little shits putting all that stuff down there. Look at that. Ridiculous. I think when Lilo and Stitch was coming out, I was studying for exams, which meant I didn't see it. It's just one of those things. I still haven't seen the Captain Marvel film because it was out at the time. Well, it was out here. I don't know about it anywhere else. At the time when I was doing an election campaign, and then I never got round to seeing it. So I haven't seen the Captain Marvel film. I might watch that tonight. I've got Disney Plus. I could watch it. I haven't seen the Marvels either because I thought to myself, I'll watch that after I've seen the Captain Marvel film. Never did. Just not because I don't want to see it, just because I've come around. I am so out of the loop, man. You can talk all day about Wonder Man, and he's a former Avenger, but the writers love to kill him off for no reason. Oh, so he is Marvel, right? Okay. Okay, here we go. What we do? Did I just get out of the way of a rock that I didn't even know was that? I bloody did. I got out of the way of a rock that I didn't even know was there. Amazing. I just numptied my way through to victory. Brilliant. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Interesting mechanics. So, you know, interesting comic book films. Fair enough. They're not for everyone, I have to admit. My dad's not a fan of them. My mum loved them. Well, some of them, not all of them. I don't think she'd have been a fan of Cool World. Does anyone remember Cool World? Brad Pitt in a film about having sex with cartoons. It was a very strange film. Like, seriously, like, what the hell was going on with that? I'm sure that was someone's fetish that got turned into a film. There's no way that was just normal. Right, let's move back and jump and grab. Yes, there we go. Right. Oh, that's cool. Are we on? Yes. Okay. Ocean brought out a Cool World game on the C64 and Amiga. Yes, they did. You love Cool World. You had it on Blu-ray. Cool. You've never heard of it. Was it a bit film noir? It was kind of film noir. He was a detective in a world where where comic characters and people lived together, and you weren't supposed to shag them. It was a bit weird. There we go. All right. Came out in 92, 93. Yeah, it did. I didn't see it at the time. Whoa! What the hell? Where'd that come from? Bloody hell. Could have had someone's eye out with that. How am I managing to just accidentally not get killed by these things? My luck's going to run out in a moment, isn't it? Man Papers are crying about the F1 movie about women in the technical mechanical side of an F1 team. Woke, they said. There's been 2 F1 teams and principals, which they conveniently forgot. Yeah. I get annoyed with shit like that because one of my cousins is, excuse me, big into Formula 1 and I think is actually involved with one of the teams. Like in a mechanical sense, she does some of the mechanics. And it pisses me off because she's very talented, can field, oh that's, right, could field strip an engine without a second's thought. And these people, these stupid men, think that because she's a woman that somehow she can't do a job. Like, piss off. Like, unless you expect to be able to operate an engine with your genitals, then men and women can do the job. It's just, it's so stupid. The world has gone backwards. We were starting to get a decent amount of equality and things were doing well. And then all of these pricks turned up and trying to ruin it for everyone. I don't like it. They can all bugger off. You can tell them I said that. Actually, you probably won't tell them that I said that because that would require being near them to speak to them. And let's face it, no one wants to get near because they smell. NASCAR had a lot of women drivers, yeah? Play a lot of games and watch movies that are woke and still being happy about it. Yeah. Here's the thing. Woke doesn't exist. It hasn't existed since the term was misused by idiots. Simple as that. Alright, I'm going to try and set this thing off. There we are. There we are. So we don't have to worry about that. Now I'm going to say, the idea of being aware of prejudice and combating being just horrible to people for no bloody reason is a perfectly fine one to have. Oh, you can't grab onto the thing. No wonder. Right. That's what being woke was about. Like, just being aware of the fact that there exist prejudices and we should all try not to exacerbate them. Perfectly fine idea. Perfectly fine idea. And then someone realised that being angry about this stuff could get you paid on YouTube. And after that, all of a sudden, there's all kinds of problems. Oh, good grief, how many of these people are there? I can't... you can't imitate Errol Flynn and swing from the chandeliers. Why not? We're all prejudiced, good and bad. There's no such thing as good prejudice. I firmly believe that. I'm not saying that just to be argumentative. I firmly believe that it is not possible to be prejudiced in a good way. If you're prejudging, then you're not open to ideas and concepts. And you've already made your mind up in some way. Which is never a good thing. We may be here a while. Actually, I haven't added more deaths, have I? I should have added a couple more deaths. Woke used to be our word in the black community. Now look what they did to it. Yeah. Yeah. Taking stuff and ruining it. That's what online hate grifters do. It's just a stupid thing. It's like, oh, all these people are telling me to mind my own business and not be horrible to strangers on the internet. It's terrible. They're destroying our way of life. If that's your way of life, then it should be destroyed. Bloody hell. Seriously, you're prejudiced against smokers. That's not nice. What if they're not doing it? When I hear it, all I hear is a bunch of incels and neckbeards complaining about boo hoo hoo. It wasn't nice just for me. Yeah, that's it. But I'm serious with this. If being told that you can't just insult people for who or what they are is a problem for you, then you need to grow up. And I'll say that without any problems. Like, seriously, grow the hell up. Some things aren't for you. Oh no, learn to fucking share. And that's all I've got to say about that one. If you can't share, then fuck off. Because this world isn't built for just you. Oh yeah. Tomorrow's the 4th of July. I just see it as another day. Yeah. We see it as another day here in Britain too. All you bally colonials over there celebrating not being with us anymore. All we did was was ask you to pay for the damages that were caused by the Napoleonic Wars when we came to help you out. But that doesn't get taught, does it? What the hell? Yes, could you guys over there in the colonies, would you mind actually paying back some of this money that we've spent to help bail you out? And then they say, well, can we have members of parliament? And then both sides decide that instead of being reasonable and actually accepting that the other side had a good point, they decided to have a massive fight. Isn't politics wonderful? Another demonstration that nothing has changed for hundreds of years. We're all being a shit to one another. For hundreds of years. I have a feeling we're expected to go down here. Right, hold this. There's a guy down there going. Let's shoot him before he shoots us. He's not going to shoot us at all, is he? Is he dead? Good. Alright. Is this a door? No? Hi James, how you doing? I'm still on? Yes. We're having a longer session tonight because I'd like to finish at least one level. Okay, this feels like it's going to open at some point. Hey, I love my friends that are in England and Iceland. Yeah. What I'm trying to say is that the idea of no taxation without representation and all that is a valid point. But also, asking the colonies to pay back some of the cash that had been spent on defending them in the Napoleonic Wars was also a fair point. And they couldn't agree because everyone back then was just like everyone now and no one can be wrong. And that was the kind of issue. Right. I think we must have come down here too soon. Alright. There's a brilliant thing that I'm trying to remember. Is it Cato from Rome who said this? I think it might be. The world is going to pieces. Everyone is writing a book, and no one's polite to one another. Is this Tomb Raider's Phantom the Opera? Oh, we've been fighting a few Phantom the Opera people. Also, I keep looking at the ceiling. And is it just me, or does the way the design is on the roof make it look like it says ho ho ho? Every now and again I look up, it's like, ho, ho, ho. Yeah, people don't change. That's what I'm trying to get at. Even though thousands of years have passed. What's this? Ah! There, we missed that last time, didn't we? What's changed? Did that not do anything? Is this an area where we can go up? No. What's it here for? I don't get what's changed when we push that. These levels are certainly more complex, aren't they? They require you to backtrack a lot more than the original game. It's sad that my wife's dad still has not talked to her ever since she got married to me. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. That sucks, man. That really sucks. It really does suck, man. Alright, what's around here? Nothing. Ah! Is something... No, it hasn't. Right. We're not able to target that guy, are we? Oh, she almost got him there. Is he? He's only just in range if he's standing. So if he wanders around enough, we'll get him. Did we get... Yes, we got him. Okay, excellent. Right, we're going to save at this point. Your mum's elder sister doesn't approve of Vicky. This is... I'm sorry to say that at some point you just got to tell people to keep their nose out of your business. Right. What about this? Can we get up there? No. Okay. Right. Can I drop down here? Hold on to that. And get over to any... No, not really. Okay, I did not expect that. Who the hell's shooting at me? We've got another douche canoe. Okay, someone is shooting through the floor. And that does say ho 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 on the roof. I'm telling you, it says ho ho ho. Oh! So we can just drop like that. Okay. Well, that works. I mean, we shouldn't have, but we did. Is that the guy that was shooting through the floor? Right, he's dead. Okay. Jump. Right. Okay, jump up there. Yep, there we go. Right, we can get over to here. There's... What the... Where are the rocks coming from? What's going... I realise this place appears to be ruins, but surely it's not that bad. Oh, they're coming down that tunnel, aren't they? Alright. This is what... Gotta check you out. Take care, Lex. Thanks for coming along, dude. Have a great night. Right, so we've got some health. We shot a couple of dogs. There's a guy on the stage that's dead. And the bottom of this place is in water. Interesting situation. Let's have a look around. There's the rocks. Nothing else in here. Okay. Right, climb up onto, or swim up onto that. Yes, okay, right. In the water. Jump, grab. There we are, right. We're on the stage. Right, can we go? What the hell? And dead. Oh, almost did it, guys. Right, I'm going to leave it there for tonight because it's like, this is an interesting level. Now the dog just sits down next to me. I love it. Right, guys, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. Tomorrow it's Star Trek Adventures, so yes. Let's see how that goes. Take care. Have a great evening. I'll see you tomorrow for Star Trek. But until then, if you can't be good, don't get caught. Good night. I've got to go back over to the other thing. Hang on. And there we go. So yes, take care, have a great evening, and bye for now. Bye.